All right, Stephon Castle is back for his second game since his injury, and he rocks the Los Angeles Lakers for 30 points. Let's check out his performance, and then we'll go over his stats so far for the season. I do have it muted, or Adam Silver is sending me to jail. Stephon Castle, just the pass to De'Aaron Fox, comes off that Luke Cornett screen, gets to his pull-up three over Austin Reeves. This play, Vassell with the tip out. Vassell tips it again. He already knows Stephon Castle is up court. You see Luka there. He's just an absolute traffic cone on defense. I'll probably do a couple replays of that. Luka, he was crying all night long to the refs, and his defensive effort is it's just not, there's none of it. If you see, his legs are just straight. He doesn't get into a defensive stance or anything. And Stephon Castle goes right around him for the easy score. Contest. Luka was crying. If you look at the Lakers bench, they were crying for a whistle there as well. It's pretty crazy. Stephon Castle is already down there while Luka's crying. And gets the and one on Luka Doncic. Castle just so strong for a sophomore year player. I love that play a lot as well. Out to Harrison Barnes for the three. Run that back one more time. It's kind of the next step in Stephon Castle's game. He has been really turnover prone so far this season, just to be fair. We see here he comes off the Vassell and the Cornet. Looks like a double screen. Comes off that double screen action. Vanderbilt comes in to help right here. Stephon Castle, he's getting better as a playmaker, but for the first half of the season, Stephon Castle gets this look. He's probably going to try to throw the lob to Luke Cornet and turn it over, but his court vision is getting better. He sees Vanderbilt coming down, and he whips it over to Harrison Barnes, and it's not an easy pass to make. See here, just whips it to Harrison Barnes. Right on time, right on target for the corner three to Harrison. Just a kick out to Champagny. His court vision's getting better and better every game. Nice late contest on Laravia. Run that back one more time. Just pushing the break. Find Champagny for an open three. Lakers defense was really poor all night long, honestly. Nobody matches up with the Spurs' best shooter, and he pulls up and knocks down a three. Vassell right back to him. He hit 3 threes tonight. That's one of his 3 threes. His three-point shooting, the only weakness in his game is his shooting. He's working on that as well. Kick out to Vassell. Gets his twin involved with the three-point action. I like this one as well. Just boom, explodes. Blows right past Rui Hachimura. Let's see that one more time. Just kind of lulls him to sleep and just explodes left. Doesn't even touch the ball with his right hand. Just goes up for the sick lefty finish. Gets his shoulder into Rui, and Stephon Castle is such a strong finisher. I like that as well over DeAndre Ayton. Stephon Castle, I'm not going to say he doesn't have that shot. He obviously just made it. But he's not extremely efficient on that floater. So that's another little thing he can add down there in the paint. He's already so elite at finishing inside of the paint. Yeah, a little floater over DeAndre Ayton. So he comes off the Cornet screen. Yeah, that's an and one for Stephon Castle doesn't get a lot of respect as far as the ref's whistle goes, but hopefully he'll start getting some more respect. But pump fake, Ayton leaves his feet, gets into his landing space. Stephon Castle goes up and gets fouled, and they don't call it. I mean, it's obviously an and one. I don't know why the refs don't give him any respect, but hopefully they will soon. Just another one. That's his second of his 3 threes he hits in the game. Harrison Barnes with the miss. Stephon Castle. And he gets hacked by Luka. Luka hacks him, and they don't call the foul again, but just strong effort by Castle on the offensive glass. I like this one a lot as well. Such a strong drive. Blows right by Rui. We run that back one more time. We've already seen the highlights so far. He catches right here. Rui comes out. Rui knows he's already hit 2 threes, so Rui has to respect the 3 ball a little more. He can't leave all this room. So you see he closes out. He closes out really tight, and Castle just blows right by him for the finish at the rim over Luka. Kind of lost the dribble for a second. That's a beautiful feed to De'Aaron Fox, who said they can't play together. Run that back one more time. We see how that play got started off. You see De'Aaron Fox, he starts with the ball on that one. So Fox drives, he kicks it out to Devin Vassell. A lot of guys will just kind of hang out around here. De'Aaron Fox is a veteran though, kicks out to Vassell, relocates himself in the corner. Everyone's lost. Great find by Stephon Castle. And we were up 8, the Spurs at that point. That's a gigantic 3. This one's great as well. His basketball IQ is just getting so much better. His jumpers looking a little better every game. You see, here comes the Luke Cornett screen. LeBron James and Hachimura, they miscommunicate. Stephon Castle kind of knows it's coming. He kind of hesitates right here. As soon as he sees the switch coming, he knows he has a second to shoot the ball. He goes right up for his shot. LeBron falls. They decide to switch, and Hachimura tries to get out there, but it was just too late on that switch. That was pretty much the dagger in the game right there. Little jab step. Steps into his 3-ball and knocks it down. And that put the Spurs up 15 points at that point, I believe. 15 or 14 points. In that game for Stephon Castle, he gets the 30 points. He does have the 4 turnovers. He has been pretty turnover prone all season, but his rookie year, Chris Paul was the Spurs point guard, so Chris Paul naturally was handling a lot of the ball handling duties. I think Chris Paul did help Stephon Castle. I think he developed more being able to play on the court with Chris Paul and get all that tutoring from Chris Paul. Some people were saying it would be better if we didn't have Chris Paul and Stephon Castle can go out there and make his mistakes and do whatever. But I personally think that Chris Paul did help him develop. Chris Paul helped SGA develop. There's a long list of point guards that play under Chris Paul, and they just look even better the next season. So, I kind of thought that last season, maybe if we didn't have Chris Paul, Stephon Castle would develop faster, getting to get those reps and make those mistakes. And now we see him making some mistakes as far as turning the ball over goes. But I personally think having Chris Paul did help Stephon Castle develop even quicker. 30 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists though. He shoots the 9 free throws. He should have shot more than 10 free throws. We saw 2 plays where Luka obviously fouled him. One where he pump fakes Ayton and Ayton bumps into him. Another one where Luka just hacks him from behind. So he should have shot more free throws. Let me know if y'all noticed it. He gets no respect from the officials. It's super sad to say, but it's like Stephon Castle just start flopping out there, start exaggerating the contact. If that'll get you to the free throw line, then do what you have to do, and it'll make his game more unappealing to watch. Because I hate watching players flop and foul bait out there. Like what Luka was doing all night long. If you watch the game, you saw Luka was crying a whole lot, and it's just sad to see someone like Stephon Castle who plays so physical, who drives into the paint, never flops, never foul baits. Even that one on Ayton where he pump faked and Ayton bumped him, it was obviously a foul. If Stephon Castle does some exaggerated motion, then he probably would have got the foul call. But yeah, it's really sad for me to see someone who plays so physical out there. Reminds me of Anthony Edwards, at least the driving. Anthony Edwards drives really hard, doesn't flop. Stephon Castle drives really hard and doesn't flop. Gets all this contact, gets fouled a whole lot, and then doesn't get rewarded for actually playing ethical basketball. So that's really sad to see. But moving on, he shoots 3 for 6 from 3. He could have been 2 for 6. We would have been just fine. Knocking down 3 threes. Just so proud of Steph for doing that. He's been working on his 3-ball all offseason long. We haven't seen many flashes of it. This is probably his best 3-point shooting game all season long. So awesome game from 3. He's 10 for 14 from the field, 71% from the field. Only in 27 minutes as well. I want to say his minutes restriction is probably 30 minutes. We're probably trying to keep him under 30 minutes coming back from his hamstring injury. But yeah, man, 30 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. He shoots the 9 free throws. He should have shot more free throws. We just watched the highlights. We saw him get fouled extra times they didn't even call. And on top of everything, he's guarding Luka Doncic all game long. He's guarding one of the best offensive players in the NBA, and he's guarding him at the point of attack, and just did a great job guarding Luka. Luka, he scored 35 points, but he was very, very inefficient on his 35 points, and Stephon Castle had him just really, really frustrated. Because if y'all watch the game, Luka's trying to foul bait and flop, and there were so many times when we didn't even foul Luka. It was obviously not a foul, and then he's crying to the referees. We're running back the other way, and then we get a finish. And there's times when Luka would foul Stephon Castle. It's an obvious foul, and he acts like it wasn't a foul. A lot of times when Luka got to the line on the other end, and they weren't even fouls, but Luka gets into his flopping and foul baiting and gets rewarded for it, unfortunately. Just amazing game from Castle, though. The 30 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, using so much energy on the other end of the court, guarding Luka Doncic. So imagine if he just focused all of his energy onto the offensive end, he could have been even more effective. Only the 27 minutes, though, so if he was playing, because he'll be playing 34, 35 minutes once we get into some more important games and once he's back healthy. So, I mean, Spurs fans know what Stephon Castle is. We knew he was super physical, a really great finisher as a rookie. This year, we're seeing him make leaps in his playmaking. His ball handling looks even better. His turnovers are up, but he's just been given more responsibility as a playmaker and a ball handler. He looks great playing next to De'Aaron Fox. I think De'Aaron Fox will be the best out of Harper, Fox, and Castle. De'Aaron Fox is still the best player, of course. I think De'Aaron Fox will be the best at playing off ball because Castle and Harper, they can't really catch the ball and attack a closeout and pull up in the mid-range, and they can't really catch and just shoot a wide-open three as well as De'Aaron Fox can. So De'Aaron Fox is the best spot-up shooter out of those three. He's the best at attacking the closeout and getting all the way to the rim, or attacking the closeout and getting to his mid-range to pop that mid-range jumper, maybe make a play for one of the big men, or attack that closeout and kick out for an open three. So whoever said De'Aaron Fox and these guards can't work out, first things first, they probably don't even watch Spurs games, to be honest. There were some Spurs fans saying that, but for those Spurs fans, you know how there's some people are just a fan of the Spurs or a fan of the Lakers. They don't watch a bunch of other NBA basketball. So I'll give those Spurs fans grace that were saying, you know, hey, we got to trade De'Aaron. We don't need De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox looks amazing. He looks like our best guard out there. Now we have Harper and Castle coming back. And I never thought it was going to be a bad fit. I would at least say let's see them play out there and see if it's a bad fit. But it's kind of looking like how I thought it would look. We're always going to have De'Aaron Fox, Dylan Harper, or Stephon Castle on the court. We're always going to have one or two of those guys on the court. I haven't seen all three of them play on the court together too much. That may not be a great fit. But, you know, we can still see more of that and see how it works out. But I was never thinking, oh no, the Spurs have three elite level guards, 3 elite playmakers at the guard position. How are the Spurs going to be able to make that work? I never thought it would really be a problem. But Stephon Castle is making a leap going into his sophomore year. Just dog walks the Lakers. Again, 71% from the field for 30 points. He gets to the line 9 times. Should have got to the line even more times than that. Just plays elite on-ball defense on Luka Doncic. And everyone in San Antonio knows Stephon Castle's a special player. We did have talks with Milwaukee about possibly making the Giannis trade. I was saying this myself. If Stephon Castle's name or Dylan Harper's name is in the trade, just forget about it. We're not trading Stephon Castle or Dylan Harper for anybody unless you just want to trade us like SGA straight up or Luka Doncic straight up, Nikola Jokic straight up for Stephon Castle, and then I think the Spurs would still have to think about that, to be honest. But Harper, Stephon Castle, they're untouchable going forward. That's how I always thought about it. And the Spurs were in the conversations with the Milwaukee Bucks. They asked for Dylan Harper and Stephon Castle, and we basically laughed in their face and hung up the phone, as we should. But yeah, Castle looks amazing out there. Please like and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 7 million subscribers. Let me know what you think about our young stud Stephon Castle, and we'll see y'all next time. Peace.